Welcome everybody. We're so happy that you're all here. Marsha is on the program committee. I'm not, but it's our idea. So I want Marsha to say a few words first.
Joy created this for us. We're congratulating ourselves for all the programs we've been delivering. And this is a subset of the village members. You're all here because we're thanking you for delivering and organizing all of the programs that we're enjoying. We're going to pass the microphone to some different people and tell me so that they can say what good experience they've had with the particular one they were doing.
Yes, I have a list here. We'll just go alphabetically. Let's see. Freudis Beckerman. She is helping out. She has done Backyard Social. You want to come up and say something about Backyard Social? First of all, let me read the list. Backyard Social, Travel Talks, Program Committee, Women's Park.
Okay, all right. I have hosted a few backyard socials. I did not this year because I went to Norway and I just came back. Anyway, I also have been helping Marsha at the travel talks, setting up tables and chairs and the food table, and I have also been taking them all down, putting them away after the meeting. I'm in charge of the women's part, and we alternate between travel and lunches. And we have gone to Annapolis, Maryland, a couple of times. We've been out on the bay, on the Severn, and we also been up on the West River, I think. Anyway, we alternate between travel and having lunches. And we're having a luncheon this coming up. Next week we're having a luncheon. But we have gone to, like I said, Annapolis. And we've done a bunch of different things. And we went to an arboretum not too long ago, which was a very interesting thing.
Thank you very much. Okay, next, Tom Benjamin and Alan and Laurie, can you all come up, please? They are in charge of the music lectures monthly. We started long ago, so let Tom tell us the story.
Right. Something like 4 or 5 years ago, right at the beginning of COVID, Joy asked me if I'd be willing to do a lecture on music. And I said no. I've done that for too many years. But then I thought about it, and I love projects, and I don't like to bore myself. So I said, yeah, sure, do it. So started off, and it was about, the idea was, is music a universal language? That was my starting question. I still don't know if it is or not, but we have had fun along the way. We've done a lot of different kinds of music, classical, jazz, folk, and a lot of theater and a lot of film. I just think everything is connected, right? And my job is to try to make connections between things. Couldn't have done any of that without the Coultries doing the technical side of things. We use YouTube a lot, lots of examples, and they've done a fabulous job of making that work. And yes, yeah, for sure. And I guess it'll just go on in the fall. Why not? It's a lot of fun to do. I learn a lot, and why not? So you guys up for it?
Yeah, of course.
So why don't you also say something about the preparations?
So the first time we tried to do this, I cried and I said I was not going to do it. And then we sort of worked things out where Alan would show the YouTube videos and I would show the PowerPoint. And it's gotten to the point where we have so much fun because we're relaxed about it. We can just enjoy this incredible fount of information flowing from Tom, and I would never want to stop. Alan, do you want to say anything?
Well, it's fun just setting up all the music, but what's interesting to me is that because I'm focused on music, I don't focus on the lecture. I'm focused on what the next cue is. So sometimes I have to go back and watch one just in order to find out what happened.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Tom. Before each episode, actually, we do a rehearsal. So there's a lot. Before the rehearsal, Tom will send the script to Laurie and Alan. So actually, there are many hours of preparation ahead of time. And what I do is, I'm the person taking the YouTube video and upload to our channel. That's my job, the easiest one.
Introduce us.
Yeah, introduce you. Hopefully, we will recruit some new members from the audience. Yeah. So usually we have about 20, 25 people on the Zoom meeting and another 20 or more people watching the YouTube. Actually, Tom's cousin, right, is in Wisconsin.
One cousin, all the friends in...
Friends in other places in Maryland and out of state watch the video also. So it's reaching a lot of people. Okay, so next, Marsha, you're on the list. She does picnic, holiday party, travel talks, Tamar pod, and program committee. So you want to say a few things, and if you need help.
Yes. Travel Talks is the main thing, and we're set up for our new season, September, October, November. We have a speaker in for September and another for October. I'm going to post somebody on November. It's not assigned yet. And then in the spring, I want to go January through April or May if possible. Since the pandemic has passed us, it's become, people have started traveling again, and we've had wonderful volunteers. And now I'm going to ask you to, or tell you where I need help. For the September 11th, big picnic, the one that's TVIH wide, and then the holiday party in December, I'm looking to put together a little team, a little crew of people to help organize these. Now, for instance, for September 11th, which is not far away, I don't have the food, I don't have the entertainment, but I'll tell you that we're going to use streamed music, just like we did today. And we're not going to hire anybody, and I'm not going to get any students to come this time. But for the food, I'm looking for somebody to organize it, and I'm looking for somebody to organize some other things about it. We have the pavilion. And what is this? In my sack, I have a ditty bag here as a gift to anybody who's going to step forward and tell me that they're willing to be on a team for either one of these things. And because all of you comrades are people who have been doing things like this for a long time, and maybe you're not the ones I should be picking on, send me some of your friends.
Okay, I'm up next on the list. In 2012, when we first started even planning, before 2014, the first program we did was the Saturday Walk. We decided that we didn't have a place, but certainly we could just walk outside. And the first time, there were 3 people. I was a photographer and I took a picture of 2 others. But now the Saturday Walk grew to sometimes as many as 50. So it's been going on strong, and that's the best place for people to get to know members. Also, we have many non-members who just come and walk with us. So let's see, I've done Dancing for Exercise, Good Morning Howard, Meet Up for Arts and Crafts, Holiday Party, Sunday Soup Dinner, Local Tour. I gave tour Latte, Asian supermarket, and video memoir. So let's see, Kathy, you want to come up and talk about video memoir?
First of all, I want to thank the committee for doing what you're doing for us. So I joined TVIH in March of 2020, and a few weeks after that, I was goaded, I'm not sure the word, into working on this new program called Good Morning Howard. And I said, no. I didn't want to get involved in anything yet, but I did. And that started my interest in TVIH to a deeper level. Basically, the bottom line is it taught me more about myself than all that we might have provided for the audience. So today, part of Good Morning Howard is the program that Joy had mentioned about memoirs. So she called me one day and said, would I be one of 3 people? I think she was really trying to, get me to say yes. I wouldn't have to do it all the time. To be an interviewer. And I said yes because I loved the idea. It would have been something my mother would have loved to have, been a part of. To be interviewed for keeping the history of the family alive in the generations to come. So I said yes, and I wasn't sure how I was going to do it, but she gave me ideas and so forth. So anyway, what I decided is, well, I need to have an interview with people first, so I get to know them and they get to know me, and what is it that they really want to put across, and make sure that generations coming up, whatever they might want them to know, and what maybe do they not want to focus on. And so that's the rehearsal, and then a few days later we do a taping, and that's when Joy steps in with the whole camera and all of that. So it is now, we've been doing it a couple of years, I think, and starting up in September. So we've got some people scheduled, and it's turned out to be really, 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 it gets cooler, neater, more fun, and more impressive as time goes on. Maybe that's just within me, but we all have a story. We all have a story. And most of us will say, oh no, my life is pretty uninteresting. And I've said that to Joy many, many times. But some of you saw the article that about me in the newsletter this morning. And, it's like 2 paragraphs. It doesn't say much at all about me personally, but it's well written, and it made me almost tear up. It was so beautifully written. The ladies that did it on here, the 2 Ellens, but they interviewed me for that. And I think, bless their hearts, I did my whole life story, took way over an hour. I kept saying, aren't I going on too long? Don't you need to stop me? Go ahead, just keep going. And what I learned from that, whatever appears in, the couple paragraphs in August newsletter, was what that was, but what I gave them was my memoir, and I didn't even realize I was doing it at the time. And that made me really realize we all have things that other people may not think are all that important, but they are really important to us and important to pass on. So I've done that, and help out here in their membership committee currently, and wherever I'm needed, I guess I do try to do something. So thank you, Joy.
Among us, Kim Sherman, if you stand up, members, we have done video memoir, and Tom, and Jim, we have done. Do you want to say something about your experience or not, Jim?
Was it a good experience?
Good experience, he said. And Kim, do you want to say something about the memoir? No? Okay. Okay, next is Fran Dummett. Right now she's one of our officers. What's your title? I'm sorry. Oh, only secretary? Anyway, she's jack of all trades. She does everything, communications and so on. And most importantly, she does the meditation program.
Thank you very much. I really enjoyed being in the village in Howard. I came in before COVID because of Joy and Travel Talk. There was a wonderful luncheon, and it was really, really fun. And Joy says, well, why don't you join? What do you want to do? I said, I want to do meditation. She said, all right, do it. So that's what I did. So 5 years we've been doing meditation. I do it twice and 3 times a year. I have it for the morning people, a Tuesday in the morning at 9:30, and for people who like it at night, I have it at 7 p.m. at night, Tuesday and a Thursday. I've done it, I think, about 13 different series. We started out with meditation because I love that, and I do it on Zoom. I do it for members here, but I also do it for friends across the country. So I have maybe 8 people at nighttime and about maybe 20 people in the morning time. So it kind of depends. It's pretty neat. It's pretty exciting. With the meditation, finally, my group, I needed exercise. And so we found out about Tai Chi, and that was just enough exercise for me to be able to do it. So I found a video with Dr. Adam Potts, and we do Tai Chi to the videos, and people can do it seated, they can do it standing. It's really exciting. But the best thing about the Village for me is it does keep me active in doing things. I work on the website. I work on the newsletter. We're doing that. I work with strategic goals and a couple other things through the years. And it gives me a purpose, and that's why I really like the Village. And I love working with you all. I used to work with kids in the school system. Now I work with us at our age, and it's awesome. I love doing PowerPoints. I love all these things. So thank you for letting me do stuff. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, next is Nancy Freeman. Next is Mike Gray. As you can see, he's a technical person doing all the video recordings for travel talk and lectures. Let's see, next is Dorothy Hutchins. Oh, birthday parties and solo ages pod.
Yeah, I've been trying to start up the Soul Agers pod, and we have had our first few meetings, and that seems to be going well. I'm enjoying that a lot. And then also I've been involved in the happy hour committee, and I have to say I love that. And I hope you all love the happy hours because we love doing them. So that's been like a major focus that I've had right now is those two things.
Carrie, you want to come up and say about the birthday parties? She constantly recruits people and she keeps tab. Which day were you born?
That's right. Kathy said it correctly. We all have a story to tell. And so when we get together for the first year, it was what month you were born in. This year we're trying what state you were born in. Next year will be your zodiac sign. It just gives you a chance to come out for lunch on the third Monday of the month and meet somebody else, and the conversation goes to something that you otherwise would not have talked about. This year in particular, when we did New York, we had a whole bunch of New Yorkers. We found out that there were 5 TVIH members sitting right there who had all gone to the same high school at different times. They would not have known that they had that connection without just coming together for lunch. So third Monday of the month, keep looking. We've expanded this year to also saying if you've ever had any part of your life story has touched any of those states, do come. So you'll see the advertisement coming up on Monday, and then we've got them through the rest of the year. So do come, because it's fun to just find out that one extra tidbit about something.
Next is Kathy Marianelli. You're in the pod. You want to talk about your pod?
Okay.
What you do?
We have a neighborhood pod, and we have about 8 people that have joined us. And we've been going on for a couple of years now when they first started the pod. So I'm happy to say the group is still together. We go to lunch every second Friday. It may be a different restaurant. A couple times we've been at a home and had it in the home. Anyway, everybody's gotten to know each other. We become what I would classify as real friends.
Marsha is in charge of the Tamar pods. Next is Judy Pittman, Bachi. Did we win a champion or something this year? Yes.
Oh, good. Thank you. Yep, bocce was the thing this year, last year, a few years before, right, Kim? Several people decided they'd like to play bocce. We do it still through Howard County Parks and Rec. So it costs $19, but you get 8 games, and there are teams of 4, and a couple of players are here. And it's an extremely simple game, and anybody can learn. And we'll be doing it again in the fall. We originally had TVIH leagues, and we broke down that a bit, so it still happens. I've also been involved with a lot of other programs. I've been on the program committee 10 plus years, and just as a hint, in the earliest years, the first 5 years, practically every program was in person because we weren't Zooming then, and a lot of them were one-time things with a sort of an educational twist, but you got to be with people and afterward go to lunch, whatever. I personally enjoy that a whole lot more than Zoom. I get Zooming in my other lives, so I encourage that. But I really encourage people to think of ideas and pass them on to the program Kate Stevens as chair, and they definitely need ideas. You know, in the earlier years, we had 30, 40, 50 programs a year, each one different, not counting, you know, one a month of a certain type. So the program is the way to get people in. Thank you.
Next is Kim Sherman and Jane. Maybe you want to come also, because they do everything together. So Kim's list is really long. Good Morning Howard, Men's Park, Travel Talks, Video Memoir, Outdoor Park, Monday Walks, and Program Committee, and Outdoor Park.
Is membership? Did you say membership?
Oh, membership.
I don't want to bore people with a lot of things, but Kathy mentioned back at how doing something with the village, or for the village, is the best way to get into the village. And I'm preaching to the choir right now, but if this is being recorded, the only way really to enjoy something is to be a part of it rather than to be a consumer of it. And so we've enjoyed, Jane and I have enjoyed, especially the walks we do, the Monday and the Thursday walks. And we call the outdoor pod a pod because it began as a pod. It was an idea during COVID that you couldn't meet inside. You might contaminate each other, but you could meet outside. And so it was a few people having a very nice time. Well, it got to be bigger, and it's just a nice walk and then a lot of talk for maybe an hour afterwards at a coffee place somewhere. And so it's a nice thing. If you haven't joined it, you ought to. And it's not a pod, it's an activity. But we don't do the trips to New York, the Brandywine Valley and things that are bigger things because people are not volunteering to take on those bigger chunks. And I'd like to encourage people to do that because we all enjoy being consumers of them. If only somebody could be a generator. I think about that as a good way to contribute to the village.
Next, Laura Thomas, a happy hour. You want to tell everybody how you plan, organize, and why it's always filled up every single time. Very most popular program.
I enjoy a happy hour. Of course, we get to have the pre-happy hour, which is a smaller group, and we decide on where to go and if the restaurant will accommodate us and if they will do individual checks and all the requirements that we have to make this event happen. And we have a lot of restaurants that are willing to take it on, and it's a good socializing time. And I personally like to keep it smaller than big, but we certainly have found restaurants that will accommodate a larger group. But usually we have about 20 to 25 to come to the happy hours. So, like I said, it's good. The meeting itself is a good time just to catch up on things that are going on in our lives. And then the next meeting is we have a host or hostess to greet everybody, give them name tags, and we prefer restaurants that allow us to socialize and not be sitting at one long table. So we make a request, to try and divide us up a little bit in the same area, but where we can walk around and meet and greet people. So it's a lot of fun. Thank you.
Okay, so I guess the people I haven't called Ann Russo and Frank, and they help at the holiday parties. So next I want Mark to come up to give a promo for our future program, the TVIH podcast. And his wife, Julie, will help also.
So I think a message from today is the village is people, right? We are the village, it is us. And the podcast is a way to impart our wisdom to other people. And we've done a session with John March and Art Grau from Vietnam veterans. We haven't released it yet. I'm still trying to figure out the editing and I'm having a little problem with that, just working on that. We will do dementia care in a few weeks with some folks that are spouses of folks with dementia. And so we are This is our recruiter for podcast people. She has probably touched base with several of you. She's very active. It is very hard for her to be so engaging and, so outgoing. It's been tough so far. Yes. So we will probably come out with episodes once or twice a month. We're figuring when was the Good Morning Howard? 9 a.m.'s on Wednesday, right? Yes. So we're going to kind of stick to that sort of schedule for release. I don't know if everybody's aware. Joy and I did a tech session earlier in the summer, and we're going to do them to help people get the podcast app on their phone and help everybody that wants to listen to be able to listen, because it is a little hard. If you're not listening to podcasts, it's a little hard to get started, and so we're going to work with sessions when we're back in our space to help people.
Also, it could be on YouTube. So
yeah, we're going to record it. It'll be on YouTube. It'll be on the YouTube channel. And if you want to listen to it on your phone or your computer, we'll help you with that. So.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay, so this concludes our program. Thank you all for coming. There's lots of leftovers. Take home.
We would all like to thank Joy for personally catering today's gathering.
We have 10 grandchildren. I often cook for 18 people, so this is no big deal. Thank you. Monthly Sunday soup dinners will be Sunday international dinners. So each month we'll do Asian food, Mediterranean food, Middle Eastern food. So if you like to cook, you can come and show off. And if you don't cook, there will be suggestions for recipes and just look up recipes and come. I truly believe in eating homemade healthy food with low salt and low fat. So my dessert today, the sugars are all reduced. Okay, thank you.